The mission of the home extends beyond its own members. The Christian home is to be an object lesson illustrating the excellence of the true principles of life. Such an illustration will be a power for good in the world. Then notice this, far more powerful than any sermon that can be preached is the influence of a true home upon human hearts and lives. So why is it that the influence of the home is more powerful than a sermon? The home is really where the sermon of our lives is lived out. It's where we're authentic. It's where we're real. It's where we identify what it looks like to live out Christianity in our daily lives. People can see who we really are. It has a warmth to it. It has a welcoming atmosphere to it. I had this modeled to me by a lady by the name of Beverly Thompson. Some of you may know her. She lives here in the Northwest. She was like a second mom to me. And this is a lunch at her house one Sabbath morning or one Sabbath afternoon. And I believe I pretty much invited everybody that was there because she told my sister and I, you can come anytime you want and you can invite anybody you want to join you. And so we just made ourselves comfortable. Here I am with a few of my friends on a Saturday night in her home. You can see we just really relaxed and had a great time there. It was wonderful to grow up with this opportunity to experience what true hospitality is all about. And that model has been a blessing to me my entire life. I want to ask you a question. Is hospitality a spiritual gift? If you think so, just raise your hand right where you are. If you think hospitality is a spiritual gift. Or is hospitality a biblical priority for all Christians? Now, to answer that question properly, we need to see what Scripture has to say. There are three major spiritual gifts passages and one smaller one. But one of those is Romans 12, verses 6 through 8. And in this passage, 7 gifts are listed. 7 spiritual gifts are listed, but hospitality is not mentioned. Then there's a new heading. Now, we know the headings weren't in the original language, but the tenor changes. The verses take a shift from talking about spiritual gifts to behaviors that all Christians are to engage in. Take a look at this from Romans 12, verses 9 through 21. We're just going to highlight a few of these. Love. Now, is that a spiritual gift, or is that something that all Christians are to be involved in doing? By this, all will know you're my disciples if you have love for one another. Certainly, that's for everybody. How about abhorring what's evil? Is that for everyone, or just those that have the spiritual gift of abhorring what's evil? Well, we would say, no, that's for everyone. So we go down through this whole list, and then we come to this phrase, given to hospitality. So hospitality appears here in a list that's meant for everybody, not in a list of specific spiritual gifts. But let's take a look at this phrase, given to hospitality. The word given, literally translated, means pursuing. Hospitality is from the Greek word philoxenia, which means a love of strangers. So here we have this package of hospitality that means pursuing a love of strangers. Now, what I like about this concept is if we're pursuing something, that means we haven't arrived yet. If hospitality doesn't come natural to you, the point of this verse is turn toward it and start moving in that direction. For some people, it obviously comes more naturally than others. But we're challenged through Scripture that all of us are to engage in some way in hospitality.